evening, everybody. Welcome to PatFacts. Patrick here, Pat on your back, personal fitness. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon, great evening. Just getting everything going here. Facebook, good evening. Twitch, hello. Good evening, good evening. Instagram's being difficult. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. So, hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Survived the snowstorm that we dealt with yesterday here in Ontario. A little bit of a snow day for the kids, which is different because they get to stay home. Usually snow days, they can go. Schools are open for learning, but with the pandemic, everything's closed. So it was a fun day yesterday for us. Get to stay home and do some playing in the snow and having a lot of fun, which was nice to get to do. So tonight, what I want to talk about is advent calendars. Hey, FBM, Brian, hello. You didn't know? We're talking about advent calendars. My daughter just opened her second day of her advent calendar, day 2, December 2nd, counting down to Christmas. Getting to eat that little chocolate, that treat inside. And I just thought of how we miss that when we kind of get older. We don't have that. We always have that thing to look forward to as we get older, that daily win, that daily kind of motivator or something just to look forward to, something to end the day on a good note. What's cooking? FBM, what you got cooking over there? Cooking and listening. That's great. A little multitask. Let's make a great use of our time. We've talked about that before, doing some cooking, multitasking. I've talked before about how I grocery shop and listen to podcasts to make use of the time. So great stuff. Let's hear what's on the menu. But again, we talked about advent calendars. Just hey, Bonnie, having that sort of something to look forward to during your day, knowing that at the end of the day, you've got a little treat to look forward to. And we still need that. It's a nice motivator for us to have something to look forward to each day. Now, that may not always be chocolate, although it could be for some of us. But maybe it's just a task. Maybe it's something we need to get done, something we've been meaning to do, but haven't put on our to-do list or haven't crossed it off just yet. Or maybe it's something that we've been really want to do because it moves us towards our goal. It moves us towards our finish line, or it's just something we really enjoy doing. Maybe it's our rewards. Maybe it's a treat. Maybe it is some kind of treat or reward for a hard day's work, a job well done. So try to think of ways that you can kind of recreate that advent calendar within your life. And again, it doesn't always have to be a treat. Maybe it's just a matter of saying, you know what, today I'm really excited to work on this. Or I'm really excited because, it's the holiday season. Today, we're going to decorate, or we're going to put up the tree, or maybe we're going to catch our favorite DJ on at lunchtime and catch a little mix. Maybe we're going to listen to some music. Maybe at the end of the day, I get my workout in. Maybe I do a little stretch. Maybe I get to journal and meditate. Maybe I'm going to call my friend I haven't talked to in a long time. Think of ways that, again, you can create things to create excitement throughout your day and motivation into your day to help kind of propel you and get you going forward. Sometimes we need those little motivators to help us get through. Sometimes they can be our rewards, or maybe if I get all of my reports done today, I can watch that movie tonight. Or if I get my journaling done, then I can have a little bit of treat afterwards. If I do my journal entries every day this week, then on the weekend I can have a little treat night and have something, or I can spend some time doing something I enjoy. If I work really hard, then maybe I can play hard as well. And that's right, motivation is key. Definitely a great point. And what it is, it's finding what motivates you, because we're all different. We all respond to different motivators, inspiration. So the key is to find, again, what works for you personally. You can take my ideas or other people's ideas and maybe tweak them for, hey, Joseph. But again, we want to find motivation that works good for you. What's going to help you, again, carry on and move forward and get those tasks completed. So I know, speaking of Joseph, just popped on here. Joseph did a post today about music, how playing his guitar has been a good kind of eye-opener for him. It's given him a different outlet to channel into and a different kind of release, a different sort of almost escape from things. Sometimes it cheers him up. Sometimes it can kind of mellow him out. Sometimes music can make him a little sad as reflect if a song hits you a certain way. But for Joseph, that's sort of his release, his motivators. Maybe to, if I'm going to get all my videos made this week, then on the weekend or maybe on Friday, I can spend some extra time playing my guitar and practicing and learning that new song I've been wanting to learn. Maybe a Christmas carol, maybe Joseph can play for us. He took off though, I see. So again, that's his sort of motivator. That's a different, an external sort of motivator that you can use. So thinking of those ab accounts, try to think of something every day that you're looking forward to. And again, it can be a reward. It could be kind of a treat, or it could just be something you really enjoy doing. It could be a task that you want to do, that you need to get done, something you're just excited about. Maybe you have to get some less exciting things done during your day before you can work on that exciting task. So maybe hopefully working towards your goal would be that exciting task that you have. But maybe you need to do a little bit of work beforehand to be able to get that stuff. Maybe you need to fold some laundry or do some meal prep, or again, things that maybe aren't quite as fun for you. But once you get them done, then you know that you can progress on to that next task that you want to do, that next more fun thing. If there's fun stuff, we should always have things we like to do. And ideally, the thing we're working towards the most, what our goal is, what our ambition is something we really enjoy and always want to do. And again, that can be our motivation to help us work through it and get us going. So what I'd like you to do for this week in your planners, your agendas, your calendars, your phones, whatever it is you use, put in some of those motivators, put in those things you like to do, identify your Advent calendar, your Advent for the day. What is at least one thing today that I'm going to do that I'm really excited about? And maybe that can't be right away. Maybe it should be later on in the day, or maybe it is first thing, because that's when you're most creative. Maybe when you do your best work, that's the best time to do that kind of number one thing, that important thing that progresses you towards your goal. Making use of that time and then kind of use that experience to motivate you through the day. That sense of completion. Maybe you've already done the fun thing, the exciting thing, but then again, you can use that sense of accomplishment and that having that done, that checkbox thing done, as a way to help progress you through other tasks, or knowing that, you know what, I had such a good morning getting that stuff done. I really need to push through this stuff today. So in the morning, I can have maybe a little more time working towards this goal. And again, you can create motivation. Brendon Burchard says a power generator doesn't just have energy; it creates it. He says it better than I do, but basically, if you don't just have energy, you have to create it. A power plant, that's what he says. A power plant doesn't have energy; it creates it from wind or from water or coal, whatever the sources are. And we're the same way. We don't just have energy and motivation and inspiration. We have to create it. We have to generate it ourselves. So that's why when we come back to our systems and our plans and our procedures, that helps us stay on track to generate that motivation. A lot of people are list people. Writing things down is also important for sure. We want to have them on paper if possible, because then they're a little more clear. They're out of our head and down, so we can focus more on kind of getting the task complete. But for you, if you're more of an app person, using your notes in your phone or something, again, whatever works for you. But a lot of research shows that if we write it on paper, it's a little more clear. It really gets there. We've put pen to paper, and it almost makes it more, almost like a permanent or a written in stone kind of thing, where yes, we're going to work towards this because we've seen it kind of put down on paper. So trying different methods for you. To-do lists, like we've had mentioned here in our comments. Good interaction, I like it. Writing things down, try an app, try a notepad, try a post-it note, try a notebook, buy a book that has to-do lists in it. Try a goal list, a prioritization list, write your list and then make priorities. What really needs to get done first? What really can be done second? What could maybe be done, but doesn't have to be done today? There's different ways to categorize it. Urgent, I've heard urgent, non-important, urgent, important, important, non-urgent, as a system, as a way to prioritize things, and whatever category it kind of falls into. determines how much energy you put into it that day, or how much of a priority you make it. Because a lot of us have a lot of things that we're trying to do at the same time. And unfortunately, we try to do them all at the same time, and then none of them get done. So you want to make that list or that agenda or that journal entry or your to-do app, whatever it is, again, that works for you. Make it work for you, have it filled in, have it ready to go to help you kind of get through that day and keep you moving, keep you on track. Remember, we always say you want to have a little bit of progress every day. It doesn't have to be huge amounts, but at least 1% better every day, working a little bit closer toward that goal is what we want to have. And the premise of that Advent calendar and that motivator is a big key component of that. Having one thing each day to look forward to. And again, either that's your step forward towards your goal, or that's something to reward you for taking those steps towards your goal, or just something to motivate you, to excite you, to energize you, to inspire you, to motivate you to work hard and focus and keep things going on the right track. Yes, tracking progress motivates me too. Yes, big, very important. Tracking the progress. We talked about our check-ins along the way, having that big goal and working backwards, and having areas of check-in to know that you're on track for as well. Keep you on track. Make sure you're on the right path, working towards that goal. But again, also for motivation, seeing that progress is a great way to motivate you. As a fitness coach, I'll try to get clients to journal their workouts, and they can track their progress. 3 weeks ago when I started, I could only lift 5 pounds for 10 reps of a shoulder exercise. Now I'm up to 8 pounds for 12 reps of a shoulder exercise, and they can see that progress. And again, it motivates them. They see results. Maybe it's not the final result they're looking towards, but they can track that progress. And in the area of fitness, we don't always see the results on scale right away, or notice it in a mirror right away. But when we can look back at that progress we've made with weights or with rep, or even just how we feel, the first week I was so exhausted after my workout. I was so kind of tired and my muscles felt stiff. And now there's just a little bit of stiffness where I feel like I worked hard, but I can recover faster from that. That's progress. So if we track that and have it to look back on, again, it motivates us, like we said. And again, it can inspire us, and it can give us sort of that checkbox to go, yes, I am on the right path. Or we're having those days where I just don't feel like I'm getting any results. Look back at your tracking, your progress, and you can see the results coming. When maybe you don't see them in that moment, or they're not what you think you'll see. There's other results and other progress you'll make that, again, can give you that motivation to keep you going forward. So that's a very key component of it too. Definitely looking at tracking systems. So again, we always come back to our systems. What systems do you have in place to help you get the results you're looking for, regardless of what your goal is? Maybe it's to-do lists. Maybe it's ways to keep you motivated. Maybe it's tracking your progress. It's a goal list. It's a journal where you'd write about your day, your workouts, your nutrition, your sleep, everything in, or maybe just certain components, certain things you're working on. Maybe that's what you include in your journal or your tracking sheet or whatever. Again, whatever works best for you. A 3-ring binder with some paper in it. Whatever works best for you. Find that method, find that system, and then that's when you'll get to see those results. So what I'd like you to do is take a moment when you're writing out your agenda for the day, for the rest of the week, or if you've already done your week, go back into it and either write down something or identify what you've already written down. That's your Advent calendar for the day. That's your highlight, your motivator. What is the thing I'm looking forward to the most during my day today? And again, it could be early, it could be later on. It could be work or goal related. It could be something separate to have that escape, to have that fun, whatever it is for you. So I want you to look ahead into your journal, your agenda, the rest of the week, and identify those areas. And if there aren't any, find some, put some in, include something every day that really brings you that joy and that happiness, that inspiration. Again, work related, goal related or not, find something to give you that smile, that happiness. It could be different every day. Some days it will be task oriented. Some days maybe it's a break from working on your goal. Maybe it's something, again, that's totally different, a little bit of an escape. Maybe it's a good movie, book, some music, whatever the case is, something that's, again, okay, if I can get through the week, I can have the weekend to relax and enjoy this. That's why if you notice when you get ready to go on vacation, kind of check out those last couple days because you're looking so forward to getting away and getting on that vacation or having time away from work, having that little break to recharge and reset, that we start to look ahead to it, and our mind kind of shifts there. But again, if we can kind of rein in the energy and say, you know what, I'm going to go away on Saturday, but I really need to focus and get all this stuff done before I go so I can really enjoy myself while I'm away. I can really unplug and not have to worry about the office while I'm away. Then again, that can motivate us to have better results, better focus on our tasks. We've talked about focus a few times here, how we can focus on the present, what we're doing. We're here right now. I'm focused on you all, what we're doing, what we're talking about. When I leave this and go on to the next thing, I'm focused on that. I'm focused on my family time. I'm focused on the work I'm going to be doing, whatever the case is. So again, if we can focus on being in the moment, but know that this motivator is there coming to us, then again, that can help us maintain that focus and work hard to get there, to make sure we get through the tasks we need to now to get on to that next thing. So let's really identify some of those Advent calendar moments. What are you going to find each day that brings you that joy, that excitement, that motivation? And let's hear some of them. Let's hear them in the comments. Let's hear what motivates you to get you going. What's the one thing each day that motivates you? Or just something, what's the one thing tomorrow? It could be different every day. What's something you have going on tomorrow that motivates you, that's going to inspire you, that's going to help you, again, make the most of your day because you have that moment to keep you going forward. So if you're still with us, let's drop them in the comments. If you're watching on the recording and still share, I go back and read the comments. So I'd love to hear what motivates you. What's your Advent calendar moment for the day? Maybe it's opening an Advent calendar and having that piece of chocolate. That's fine. That brings you a little bit of joy and happiness. That's great. A little treat, a little fun, and a little holiday spirit. Definitely good for the soul and good to keep us motivated. So again, if you're here, let's hear in your comments what motivates you. What's your kind of daily motivation, or what's the one thing tomorrow that you're really looking forward to doing, and that's going to help you get through those other tasks that need to be done tonight and into tomorrow as well. And then again, look ahead into your agendas, your journals, whatever you're doing to plan your week. And if you're not doing that, please go ahead and plan your week. We'll spend some time planning the next few days. It's Wednesday, so you only have a few more days to plan. And then again, identify to yourself at least, what's that Advent moment? What's the thing I'm looking forward to? What's going to bring me the most happiness and excitement and joy, joie de vivre, as we say, to get us going and moving forward? And identify those and really notice that they're there. And again, if they're not, please add them in to give yourself that motivation and that happiness to move forward. So that's it for tonight, gang. I just want to give you that sort of, again, tip and kind of lead you forward and hear what motivates you and what helps you progress forward into your week and into the rest of your day and into the weekend. Bonnie says, take a long walk. Is the thing she's looking forward to. That's awesome, Bonnie. That's a great Advent to have, a great motivator. Nice break from everything, nice time away from everything, the stress of it all, fresh air break, which is awesome, some movement, which is good for us, being out in nature, depending how much nature, depends where you walk, I guess, but being outside and fresh air and some nature and some sun, hopefully, and getting, again, away from things. You're checking off a bunch of boxes with that one kind of Advent, that motivator. That's a great one to have because, again, that keeps us, it helps us almost multitask. We can get a few things checked off with a nice long walk. We get that escape. It motivates us to get to there. It helps us get through the day. Maybe that breaks up the day, depending when you put that walk in there. You get fresh air, you get some sunlight, you get maybe some time in nature, maybe time with a friend if you're walking with somebody, and you get some nice time away from things so you can come back to them potentially with a nice fresh perspective. That's a great one, Bonnie. Thank you for sharing that. So Bonnie's is to take a long walk. That's her motivator for tomorrow and going forward. That's her Advent calendar moments of the day. So again, look ahead to those. Put those in your system, in whatever tracking system you use. Again, if you don't have one, try to think of one. Try something. A journal, you get a notebook, a scribbler, a piece of paper, and a binder. Again, an app on your phone. Try to plan out your day. Just plan out tomorrow, even if you're not a planner. Look at what you've got going on, and again, find that thing that's going to motivate you and help you get through the day, give you that inspiration to keep you moving forward. Just a reminder, guys, on Friday for PatFacts, we're going to have a bit of a launch party. I'm going to be launching my virtual fitness platform, explaining all the changes that are going to be coming, the details about it, how it's going to work, what it's going to look like for me and for all of you. And then we'll have a launch kind of party that evening, just again to give you the information, to get you on board, to get you set up, to know what to expect. And then shortly after, we're going to start into that virtual fitness program. So if you have any questions, or if you're not sure, or if you're wondering about it, because we've been talking about it for a long time, please try your best to tune in Friday at 6 for PatFacts. Hey, Sheila, because we'll be talking about it then. I'll be going through the details of it, explaining it, again, what it's going to entail, how it's going to work, and then answer any questions you have as well. So be sure to join us Friday at 6 for that launch. That'll be PatFacts. Friday night will be our launch party of the virtual fitness platform that'll be going on. So Sheila, we're just talking about advent calendars and how they create that excitement through our day to look forward to opening that advent calendar at night and having that little treat, and wondering what our advents are that we have. What motivators do we have each day to help us stay on track and keep motivated? Thanks, Sheila. Yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody finally and getting it going and launching that and taking that next step for everybody, because that's what I want it to be, as a next step for me as a business owner and a fitness leader, but also for all of you who have been with me for 8 months now, approaching 9, and doing our fitness and our workouts and our PatFacts, taking everything to the next level to progress everybody a little bit more. Again, some more equipment options will be available within the classes, some different formats, and PatFacts will tweak a little bit. But again, tune in Friday at 6, and we'll be chatting about that for sure. So again, guys, reminder of that. I'll be posting Core Plus replay tomorrow. I'm still, again, finalizing the virtual fitness, and I have to do some work shifts tomorrow because I missed some on Tuesday with the snow day. So virtual, thanks. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be tuning in tomorrow. I'll try my best to tune in to Lunchables FBM. We'll see you tomorrow. So yeah, replays tomorrow and Friday for workouts, and then again I'll be back live Friday night for PatFacts. So thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you're watching the replays, be sure to let me know in the comments what your advent is. What's the thing that gets you going each day, motivates you to move forward? DJ FBM, just a heads up, I am on Twitch now as well with PatFacts. I started that the other night. So on all 3 platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch, we're here. Appreciate you tuning in, everybody. Again, love your support, love your consistency, love that you're making yourself the priority that you all deserve to be, which is what we need to strive to do every day. Make yourself top priority, and you can better help those around you. So enjoy that, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Again, let's hear those advents, those daily motivators. We'll see you on Friday for the launch. And until then, stay safe, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.